Alright, I'm here for day 3 of the humor challenge. So I took the weekend off and I had some great ideas for what to do next, because that's kind of what's been stalling me up with this here challenge. Again, my goal here is just to practice humor, practice lightening up every day instead of just kind of jumping into work and being so serious. So today, you see, I'm bringing myself to work. This is my authentic self. I have gotten into wearing hats. It's kind of a hobby. I don't have a huge collection, but this one right here is one of my favorite ones. It's got that old school pattern, growing out my beard, and also glasses. So you remember on the first video, I was kind of, I talked about my shirt and my dress. There's a lot more tense. This is my usual flexible work week. I like to work out, so I like to wear nice fitted shirts that are really soft. And I'm wearing my glasses. Now, these aren't real glasses. I do have some prescription glasses because I like to wear blue lens glasses while I work. Because as you know, since I'm a UX designer, as you can see my workspace behind me, I spend a lot of time at the screen. But the reason why, there's meaning behind these glasses. The reason why I have these glasses is because I'm kind of going back to my authentic self, and I see myself as a child. I wore glasses from the time I was 6 all the way to the time I was 14, and I have some doozies. I can share some pictures of my glasses progression as a kid. I remember as a kid wanting to wear glasses. I was the only person in my family of 4 that did not. I was the last person. And then ironically, I married my wife, and the first thing I told her when I met her, when I saw her, was, wow, I like your glasses. So glasses have been kind of a big connector in throughout this theme, a big connecting theme throughout my life. So I thought I would pull on my fashion specs and kind of wear those today, just to kind of bring my authentic self into this video. As you can see, this is what I look at when I work. The last video I showed, you kind of saw the factory background, and that's some of the stuff that you saw was really more my wife's. She's got her set up in our office, but you can see my iguana pictures that I talked about in my form, and you can see I've invested in some artificial plants. Those things really help me. I'm not a great green thumb guy, but having those plants just kind of adds a little bit of freshness into our workspace. And you can see my myriad of books. Those aren't just show books. I do read and reference books quite a bit in my work. So that's kind of it today. I'm going to talk about my authentic self. And I do have one other thing I wanted to share. So I was thinking, how can I lighten up? What's an easy way to lighten up and bring my authentic self to work today? And I'm a parent. I'm a parent of 3 boys, and child art is a really big lightener up for me. So I like to draw, and I have 2 sons. All 3 of them have drawn. Everybody draws, but I want to share some of their art. Who can be tight when you're looking at child art, right? As designers and as creators, we all kind of have some sort of artistic or aesthetic visual impression. So I'm going to share some of my child art.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with some of my kids' art. These are pictures that my kids. I have a 13-year-old named Jackson. I have a 6-year-old named Wilson, and I have a 9-year-old named Bennett. Now, Bennett is a very talented artist. I think he's most inspired to art. Um, Jackson is more along the lines of an engineer. He kind of doesn't like to give in to his artistic side. And Wilson is, I don't know, he's probably going to be a really great artist, very motivated to draw. He is all around creative, like to the full max. Loves to perform. So this piece that we're looking at right here is one of my favorites because I'm a Chicago Bears fan. And my son, my oldest son, Jackson, when he was probably about 4, he wrote this poster for me for Christmas. Now he refuses to acknowledge that the Bears are any good because he likes the Kansas City Chiefs. So one thing about me, I'm a huge sports fan. I love NFL. I run 3 fantasy leagues, a Game Changer Fantasy League. If you're interested in playing fantasy football, you can reach out to me. I'm always trying to start themes. So anyway, this is the best because I have visual proof that Jackson said that number 34 for the Chicago Bears, Walter Payton, who was my favorite football player ever, is the best. Let's see, did he put anything on the back? No. So this was a Christmas gift. And he says here, love Jackson. So you see, he likes the letter. He's got the Chicago Bears letter here in the colors. This is another piece by Jackson. This piece, again, he knows how much I love Walter Payton. Walter Payton is such a representation of the type of work ethic that I think everybody should do when they're passionate. His big favorite saying is never die easy. So this was when Jackson was in the 5th grade. Jackson is now going into the 8th grade. And you can see again, he loves to letter. He's got great markering skills. He was trying to draw stars. And again, this was he was trying to name all the people that he knows in the NBA and in sports because Jackson knows that I love sports. So he was trying to just do what he could. He named J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham, Russell Wilson, and he was just showing me that he knows these people's name and numbers. You see, Mike Vick, Aaron Rodgers, he didn't know those numbers. And number 12, of course, he knew Tom Brady. I believe this is a Bennett piece. Now you're gonna see a complete contrast in Bennett's art style. So I have to kind of turn it this way so you can see it. But this is a cat. There we go. So you can see it. This is a cat. Bennett is only in the 3rd grade now. So this was probably about 2 years ago when he was in the 1st grade. Bennett he likes symbols. He's got a good use of form. He colors in the lines. Um, this is Bennett. I told you he's very skilled artistically. This was, I do not say blay blay funny. Oh, Bennett likes to write jokes. He likes to have a comedic twist about his artwork. I think this is about candy, if I'm guessing correctly. I think this is a Jackson piece. But this piece is probably one of my oldest pieces, and it hasn't been very well kept because he had crazy eyes on it. But you can't look at this and not smile. This is a lighten up piece. This needs to go above my desk. I really wish I could memorialize it, but I mean, look at this. It's a smiley face. It could be an emoji. And he just says daddy on the back. And I bet you this was like Father's Day. He gave me that. Okay, so this is another Jackson piece. Now Jackson likes to lead the boys in projects. Um, so this is on the 4th day, Jackson. This is the 4th of July. On 4th day, you love these where the kids are trying to learn how to spell. Jack has apt sports, and he does not spell like that anymore. He was making a card here and he put all of his brothers' names in it. It says Bennett, Jackson. Oh, I guess Wilson wasn't born yet, so this was when he was really small. Jackson was 5 years old when Wilson was born, so probably around 6 or 5. Happy Hurricane be with you. Okay, love Jackson. All right, let's see if I can get into some Wilson art. All right, now you're gonna see Wilson is one more Bennett piece. This is the piece from Bennett. So this is a current piece, right? This is like last year, and you can see now Bennett's gone into character design. Um, how can I turn this so you can see it? There you go. Now you can see it. Look at that. So Bennett was into, and is still into superheroes. This was his favorite of all time, Flash. So he's got a little Iron Man and he's got a little Captain America. So Bennett's gotten into character design. So you can see him here he is kind of maturing his line work and his art skills. Okay, here's another piece by Bennett, and this fascinates me about Bennett. So this is an interactive piece. You ready? Which way is it? You ready? This is up. This is up. And so you open it and he's got a face that's eating a fish. So this is a complete Bennett. I asked him last week. I said, "Bennett, draw me something. Draw me a character." And he made this interactive piece that allows you to eat the fish. So that's Bennett. I actually have a graphic poster from Bennett that I'm very impressed by. Okay, so here's Wilson's art. Wilson has this shrimp piece. I swear, I love the color scheme that he put together. So here's Wilson now. Wilson knows that I like the Bears. And so here's Wilson's take on the Chicago Bears logo. Again, I tried to start this little Etsy shop, and I'm almost thinking, I wonder what would happen if I put some of their sports stuff on the Etsy shop and made shirts of their sports stuff. It's really handmade. It's really handmade. But I mean, it could work as a pattern piece or something like that. Maybe it's worth a try. Here's one more from Bennett. I have this one. I've had this one in my office and put up because he handed it to me, and I was like, man, this is good enough. Okay, so again, this is a piece from Bennett. It's got all kind of colors in it. Some of the colors are being refracted, like the green right here is just being lost with the camera. But it's got this green piece. This is composition. I mean, this was Bennett like 3 years ago. This was a kindergarten piece. You can see Bennett is very artistically skilled. Here's another Wilson piece. And again, Wilson's style is a little bit different. So Wilson made this the other day. Wilson's now drawing. This is a piece of watermelon. Again, I don't know why the greens are kind of off, but that's the camera. That's not his coloring. He's doing drawings to YouTube this summer. So he was inspired to draw this watermelon character, which I also think is really good. And he even included this little bite. It's taken out of it. He drew this little bite. All right, now here is the coup d'etat, and this is the last piece I'm going to share. But what I'm going to do, I'm thinking I want to take this piece, and one of my other joys is I like to illustrate in Illustrator. I love big vector art. Wilson gave me this. How do I get it? There we go. There we go. So you can see it. He drew a Jordan sneaker. Okay, but it's line art. And I want to take this and actually color it in. So what I might do if you are looking at this is take this and color it in. And then if you would like to download it, you can download the vector art of Wilson's art. All right, so that was today's lighten up moment for my humor challenge. Again, I'm gonna put some extras on this challenge. I probably will link them in the description for the video, or maybe I'll put them on the page. I don't know, but I definitely want to share some of my skills and talents. I've shared some of my family skills and talents, and I challenge you that if you're trying to line up, maybe you can use this child art hack as a way to lighten up the start of your day.